Hey guys, Ralph here, True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Terrific Tuesday. It is another beautiful day out here in Connecticut. Sun's out, cold again. One of these days I'm going to get my beloved bike out. Just been sitting over there in the corner all winter just saying, ride me, ride me. That didn't come out right, did it? Anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, yeah, I have not played yet today. I have taught a little bit, so I've played a couple notes, but you get it. Now you see the stuff, the thumbnail. Stage fright. To some degree, it affects all of us, even the most hardened performer. But it shouldn't have to. And I have some thoughts on that. Jerry has chimed in with his thoughts over the year, and that's it. Okay. Spit buzzing? Guys, I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. Anywho, double C's and a little Napoli. So anyway, stage fright. Now, anybody that tells you they don't get a little nervous, I'm not sure is telling you the truth. Okay? Now, being excited and being frightened are two different things. Okay? Now let me explain. Some of this stuff, I can only speak for myself. I'm not sure how this affects other people. Some people are really paralyzed by it. And I think it is built up over the years. I don't think it's a one-shot thing. But again, I can only give you my views on it. Okay? Now, I know that when I was playing regularly, 5 nights a week, now back then, my chops were a work in progress, and they were very good days and bad days. There's no question about it. It was very, very inconsistent. I could kill Maynard Ferguson one night, or wipe out Vacchiano one day, and then all of a sudden, what the heck is going on? Okay? Now, when my chops felt good, through the preparation and my practice and everything, and I knew what I was going to play. Now, a lot of the stuff you don't know what you're going to play until you get there, which is a little scary. But if I knew what I was going to play, and I knew, because how my chops feel, I was just going to nail it to the ball, I was not the least bit nervous. I was excited. I couldn't wait to get there and say, check this out, baby. Check this out. It was almost an arrogance. Okay? Which most lead players have a little bit of. There's no question. And the chops weren't right. If I had a lousy day practicing, if there was one of those things where I'm one of Jerry's new mouthpieces or something like that, and it's just coming. Even if the stuff wasn't that hard, I'd be nervous as hell. And 9 times out of 10, I would go down there and I would get through it. It wouldn't be check this out, baby, but it was not a terrible thing. Okay? I laid some stinkers around. There's no question. Guys, we all do. Unless you're Harry James, unless you lay some stinkers around. Every single one of us has probably heard Maynard play. Nah, he's pretty consistent too. He's pretty consistent too. But I've heard Witten sound terrible. I mean, it happens. Okay? But that is where the stage fright comes in. Oh my God, I can't play. Now, let me give you a completely hypothetical scenario. Completely hypothetical, I get it. Let's just say you are paid to do a premiere at Carnegie Hall. Okay? And in the audience is going to be from everybody from Beethoven to Bach to Leonard Bernstein to Herseth to Maynard Ferguson. Everybody that's anybody is going to be in there, and you were chosen to do the premiere. Okay? Introducing Ralph Salamone. And all you had to do was walk across the stage. You didn't have to play a note. Hold your trumpet in your tuxedo. Just walk across the stage. Go out one curtain, walk across the stage, and go in the other. That's all you had to do. Would you be nervous? Heck no! Heck no! Okay? Now, same scenario. Carnegie Hall, same people, just waiting to hear this wonderful thing. And all you had to play was one note, a G. One note. Would you be nervous? A little bit. Okay, maybe. Considering Bernstein's out there, you wanted to be perfect. You didn't want to clam. But you wouldn't be shaking in your boots. Okay? You know where I'm going with this. Let's say you had to do the same thing again the next night, only this time you're playing Happy Birthday. Would you be nervous? Maybe a little more. And the night after that, you had to play the Brandenburg. Then you'd be frightened. See what I'm saying? I hope that's coming through. It's a silly little hypothetical, but you get the idea of my thoughts of it. If you are prepared and you know darn well that you are just going to nail that to the wall, yes, you might clip a thing here and there, or cack a note here and there that you normally wouldn't do, but you're not going to be, shaking, oh my God. That's not the case. And cacking a note here and there, guys, is part of it. It's part of it. Okay? Then, now, again, but on the other hand, if your chops, you're playing, I'll never forget. I'm going to let you in one. I was taking an audition for the Boston Symphony. Okay, I believe it was assistant principal chair. I'm not sure who got it. I think it was Smedvig's chair that he left. I'm not sure. This is quite a while ago. And I was working quite a bit. And quite frankly, I needed the money to pay for the hotel and the train fare and all that sort of thing. I was not, born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I had to pay for it myself. So I couldn't lay off jobs. Okay? And one of my main sources of income back then was Latin jobs. And I'm 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm laying down high G's. And then 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm on an Amtrak from New York to Boston. Okay? And I had a 1 o'clock audition. Well, I got to the theater at about 11 o'clock, Symphony Hall. And I went and warmed up. I couldn't play. And by the time I got out onto the stage, I'm shaking like you can imagine. You can imagine. It was the most god-awful audition I ever took. Okay? The chops will give you confidence. The chops will take away, trust me, take away that stage fright. Now, excitement is another thing. And it gets to the point where you go on a gig and you don't feel a thing. Well, maybe you're in the wrong profession. Because the excitement is part of it. Okay? And the excitement of doing a job well done and all this sort of stuff. Now, Jerry has a phrase that he likes to use. Power conquers fear. It's pretty much the same thing that I've just been saying. Okay? In other words, if you've got double C's as big as a house, and your highest note is a high C, you're not worried. You're not worried at all. You get excited. Check this out. Check this out. Okay? Has something to do with it. And I do believe that when I go to recitals, especially college recitals, where people, have to pass juries and they have to be at a certain level and all this sort of stuff, I know as sure as I'm standing here, 95% of the time, these kids are playing music that's too tough for them. Usually it's chop-wise. I'm talking about trumpets here. Chop-wise, it's too tough for them. So, of course, they're absolutely frightened to death because it's too hard for them. Musically, it's not that hard, but chop-wise, it's too hard, and they get frightened. And I do believe that that is the part of it. You're playing too hard music. Go back to the one note, the happy birthday, whatever. That's not going to get you nervous. You're going to have fun with that. Okay? That's my theory on stage fright. I think the more proficient you get with your chops, power conquers fear. The more you get control of your chops, the more when you know, as sure as you're standing here, you are going to kill it when you get to the job, stage fright goes. And you don't have to be smoking a joint before you go. You don't have to be taking walking around with a hip flask. Hey, I've seen this. I'm not being smug. What are those beta blockers all the guys take? You don't have to do that. If you are secure in what you're doing, it's nothing to get nervous about. Keep that in mind. Okay, guys, give me your comments and criticisms down below. I know everybody at some point has gotten a little leery, lack of a better term, about whatever's coming up, performances coming up. Let me know what you think. Okay, guys, until then, spit buzz, guys. Spit buzz. Spit buzz. Spit buzz. Love you all. Have a great day, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables. Live your life with true power.